Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First of all, I would like to introduce about myself. My name is Asma Shehzad and my roll number is 2400614009 from MS Chemistry. Today, the topic of my presentation is Fourier transform infrared spectroscopy. Their contents are introduction, principle, instrumentation, advantages, disadvantages, applications, and limitations. First of all, I would like to tell you about the introduction of Fourier transform infrared spectroscopy. Their introduction is that it is a technique used to obtain an infrared spectrum of absorption or emission of a solid, liquid, or a gas. An FTIR spectrometer simultaneously collects high-resolution spectral data over a wide spectral range. Their definition is that Fourier transform infrared spectroscopy is used to generate bacterial spectral scans based on the molecular composition of a sample. Basically, infrared spectroscopy consists of the infrared source, the sample, and the detector. Their principle is that the Michelson interferometer consists of a beam splitter, a moving mirror, and a stationary mirror. The beam splitter divides the light beam into two halves, which are reflected by the moving and fixed mirrors before being recombined by the beam splitter. As the moving mirror makes reciprocating movements, the optical path difference to the fixed mirror changes, causing the phase difference to shift over time. Interference light is created in the Michelson interferometer by recombining the light beams. An interferogram records the intensity of the interference light with the optical path difference recorded along the horizontal axis. It is the instrumentation diagram of FTIR. Next is that different parts of FTIR instrumentation include the source, a broadband emitter such as a mid-IR ceramic source, a far-infrared mercury lamp, or a near-infrared halogen lamp is used as the light source. Interferometer which consists of a beam splitter, a stationary mirror, and a moving mirror is the heart of an FTIR spectrometer. The beam splitter is a semi-transparent mirror that divides a collimated light beam into two optical channels. Half of the light is transformed to moving mirror and half is reflected to the stationary mirror. The moving and stationary mirrors reflect the two light beams which are recombined at the beam splitter before going through the sample chamber and onto the detector. Next instrumentation is that the sample depending on the type of analysis being performed. The beams enters the sample compartment and is either transmitted through or reflected off the surface of sample. This is where certain frequencies of energy that are unique to the sample are absorbed. Next one is that detector. FTIR detectors are used to measure and convert the transmitted or reflected light from a sample into an electrical signal. The sensitivity and wavelength range of the data that can be captured is determined by the type and the material of the detector. Detector converts the beam into photons, which are then translated into measurable electric signals that our computer can read. The following are some examples of common detectors, that is room temperature is regular analysis tool. Cooled liquid nitrogen is employed in sensitive applications. Silicon photodiodes are employed in near-infrared and visible infrared applications. Silicon for infrared bolometers. Next one is that advantages of FTIR. FTIR has a high speed because all of the frequencies are detected simultaneously. Most FTIR measurements are completed in seconds rather than minutes. This is also known as Felget advantage. It has high sensitivity. For a variety of reasons, FTIR improves sensitivity considerably. Detectors used are much more sensitive. Optical throughput is much higher, resulting in much lower noise levels. And the fast scans allow for the coaddition of several scans to reduce random measurement noise to any desired level. It is a very accurate and reproducible method, making it suitable for background subtraction. It is an extremely reliable approach for positively identifying almost any material. These instruments use a Haney laser as an internal wavelength calibration standard. These instruments are self-calibrating and never require user calibration. It can be used to capture IR data from very small samples. It has a high throughput, often known as the Jacquinot advantage. The radiant power reaching the detector is significantly higher than a dispersive device. It has high precision. The laser in an FTIR spectrometer serves as the instrument's reference signal and timekeeper. It also moves at the same rate as other components inside its own system. This can provide reliable measurements without being influenced by outside sources such as sunlight or temperature fluctuations. Next is that disadvantages of FTIR. It is limited to identifying functional groups. FTIR spectroscopy can only identify functional groups in a sample, not individual molecules. Therefore, it cannot be used for determining the complete chemical structure of a compound. Next disadvantage is that difficulty in identifying complex samples. In complex samples such as mixtures or overlapping spectra, it can be challenging to identify all the components accurately. Sensitivity to water. FTIR spectroscopy is sensitive to water, and water can interfere with the analysis of samples. Therefore, samples should be dried thoroughly before analysis. Last disadvantage of FTIR is sample preparation. FTIR spectroscopy requires the preparation of a thin film of the sample, which can be time consuming and requires some expertise. Applications of FTIR include FTIR spectroscopy equipment is commonly used to examine industrially manufactured materials in various quality control processes. FTIR spectroscopy is a common first step in material analysis. A change in the spectrometer's absorption band characteristic pattern suggests a change in the material composition or possible contamination. It is used to dry polymers, photoresist materials, and polyimides. FTIR spectroscopy investigates the interactions between matter and electromagnetic radiations, which appear as a spectrum. FTIR spectrum analysis has enabled the diagnosis of various organ diseases as well as the quantification of various biomolecules such as proteins, nucleic acids, and lipids. FTIR is a unique approach for characterizing the variation in fuel stability of several biodiesel or antioxidant mixtures. In most failure analysis investigations, it is used to determine breakdown, oxidation, and uncured monomers. FTIR is also used for high-resolution experiments, trace analysis in raw materials or final products, reactions on the microsecond time scale. Last content of this topic is that the limitations of FTIR, and their limitations are that the molecule must be active in the infrared range. When exposed to IR radiation, a minimum of one vibrational motion must change the molecule's net dipole moment for absorption to be noticed. For majority of the samples, minimal elemental information is provided. Material being tested must be transparent in the spectral region of interest. Thank you.